Hello, everyone. This is week number 31 of my 52-week challenge to do a live stream every single week on LinkedIn. I'm here with one of the live stream masters on LinkedIn, Marco Novo. How are you doing today, Marco?
I'm doing good, and I don't think I'm a live stream master. I'm just a live stream curious. And thank you so much for having me. It's a pleasure to be in here and to be. It's an honor to be a part of this amazing challenge you're coming up because it's a tough struggle, and I know what what I'm talking about. Thank you so much for having me, and congratulations for this uh, amazing but challenging challenge.
Yeah, it's definitely been challenging. When I'm on vacation, I still have to do it. If I got to make sure I'm doing my errands, make sure I'm still fulfilling the duties of my full time job while also doing these live streams on Fridays. But no, it's been fun so far, and I was just talking to you before the show. Looks like I have to start a second 52-week challenge because I have guests signing up already for January of next year. So I guess I'll keep going here and see what happens.
Absolutely.
So just want to highlight comment here. Hey, hi Arnaldo, how are you doing today?
Ronaldo.
Yeah, he sent me a message right before we went on live, and said, "Oh, he's excited to hear from us here for the live stream." So just want to
Perfect.
give you a shout out and say hi as well. So, Marco, do you mind spending a couple of minutes sharing a little bit about yourself?
No problem at all. No problem. So I'm Marco Novo, as the name here tell. I'm based in Portugal. I was born in Portugal almost 44 years ago. Okay, I will turn 44 in September. I've always been living in Portugal, and even though I live really close to Spain, it's around 25 miles away from Spain. Okay, I made a marketing degree, and before working for some bosses, crazy bosses, I thought, oh, this is not for me. I need to start my own job, my own thing, and I started doing consulting and training. And some point of my beginning, I thought, okay, I need to make to start sharing content so people get to know me, to get to understand how can I help them, and this kind of things. I started recording videos with my cell phone. Um, Not so great videos, but as you said, if someone can do that, I can do that as well. Okay, I didn't bother too much about the technical quality of the videos. The only thing that for me it's really important, at least at the beginning, because then later you can scale, you can improve the setup, and you should. Okay, it's kind of showing the respect you have for your work and also for your audience. Okay, and they will to see that improvements. Okay, I started doing this, and then in September 2015 I was scrolling my Facebook feed as millions of people, I think, and suddenly I found this post of from a friend of mine, Pedro Caramias, which Arnaldo knows him, and he was saying, "Oh, I'm trying this new platform. Join me." And I think, okay, let me see. It was Blab, and I was there watching the live, and he asked me, "Do you want to join?" And I said, "Of course." And I joined. It was my first live, and as I like to say, and people love this quote, it was love at first live. And since then, I went live for I don't know, maybe 1,000 hours or something, and broadcasting in three different languages from four different continents, around 30 different countries, with way more than 200 guests. And this is being quite of a journey. And you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, I'm. Now, thanks for sharing, Marco. And what you said first about how you got started in video is exactly how I started. I saw someone on LinkedIn, and I said, "Oh, I can do videos. I have a cell phone," and that's how I started my 52-week challenge. And at the very beginning, like you said, just didn't worry about technical quality at all, and then I just think my presentation quality was pretty bad as well. But as you said, people see the improvement. People see you being consistent and getting better, and that just shows where you are, where you can get to. And I started my 52-week challenge of making videos every single week back in 2018, and then now I'm doing a 52-week challenge of doing live streams on LinkedIn. And our topic today is about live streaming and networking. You want to share a little bit more about your live streaming journey? You just joined someone's live stream, and that kind of, like you said, love at first sight, and you've been doing it ever since. And you want to kind of share your journey, maybe some things you learned along the way, maybe some challenges that you faced as well.
Absolutely, absolutely. The first thing I learned, and this was kind of, I think it was the first struggle I faced, was that, and I don't know about you, but most of the people I talk about live streaming, they share my the same vision as is that live streaming it's better with someone else.
I agree.
Okay,
I agree 100%.
so that was my first struggle, was finding crazy people like me in 2000. We should have in mind we are talking about almost 6 years ago, and it was kind of a struggle because they were I found some people. I made a couple of shows, but they wanted to overplan the live shows. Okay, and I think this was one of this is one of the first lessons when, and this applies to the whole range of content. In my opinion, is don't overthink, don't overplan. Okay, live. And when we talk about live streaming, mostly, I think live streaming in this chapter is one of, if I think it's the most spontaneous content. Okay, and if you overplan, first you will spend lots of time planning. Okay, and also, and I think this is important, when if you keep too strict to the script, there won't be place to the best things that live stream has, being spontaneous, engaging with audience. Oh, I can't engage with you because, for instance, the question you made is not related to the topic, and I can't go there. So I think this is something that you should have in mind as well, is don't be too scripted, even though, okay, it's important at least at the beginning to think, okay, I want to talk about this and this, because you need to prepare, because you will be nervous, and somehow you may get some white spaces and you don't know what to say or something. So prepare, yes, be really serious about, I want to talk about this and I really know this topic. Okay, this for me is important, but don't overplay this. Okay, I have whole scripted, I have and like you're reading the prompt. Okay, and there's people are there engaging with you. Hello, how are you? And you keep talking, blah 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 blah. I don't think this is a good thing. Also, even though by these times I don't think this is important, but there's a thing, I call it the conscience ignorance, and I'm gonna tell how this was came to my mind and how important it is. We know that we have some things, some items, a kind of a checklist. Okay, we should do before doing something, like and live streaming. It's the same. And I was doing live streaming, I think, for more than 1 year. And at one given day, I found a Udemy course about the platform I was using those times, which was Be Live. And okay, let me do it. It was free. It was, and by the way, it's from someone who, and that's where the networking and live streaming melt. Is I found this amazing guy, Stephen Healy, and we are doing a live show together every Wednesday. And he had that course on Udemy, and okay, let me do it. And there was a class there, internet speed, and I was doing live shows for more than 1 year. Okay, and okay, let me try, let me see what this man has to say about this. So you should have at least, I think about that time it was around 1.5 megabytes upload speed. Okay,
Yeah.
which is it's the only speed which is important for live streaming. Sometimes people think that's download speed. No, it's the upload speed. Okay, and I think, okay, good, let me try. I hit that go button, and the needle barely moved. Zero point 0.5 upload speed. Okay, so I was doing live shows for more than 1 year without having the ideal internet speed. So this is something important. Okay, you should think, okay, I need this, and this, but maybe you should not. You don't need to be this. 100%. You don't. Okay, so this is something that it is important as well. Okay, because so and this is something that happens by these days. I don't know if you know the Alex B. Sheridan. It's an amazing content
Hmm.
creator on
Yeah. Oh, he's
on
awesome.
on LinkedIn. Yes, and he was my guest as well. And one of the things that I had in mind to ask him was, are you not afraid that when people look at your videos so well done, so full of insights, and so well produced, they may get scared and they don't start because I can't reach that level? And I think this could be a real problem. Okay, because we see so often people doing amazing live streaming, amazing recorded videos, amazing podcasts, amazing blog posts, and I don't have that level. What do you should take a look? It's how Stephen, how Marco, how Alex, whatever, was when he was at the same stage as you are right now, because it's the honest comparison. Okay, because otherwise it doesn't make any sense. It's like asking a small boy who it's starting today launching the ball to the basket to be like Michael Jordan. Doesn't make any sense. Okay, so this was those were some lessons I learned. Then I had to stop for a while because Blab went down, because the business didn't went well, so they finished the business. I was waiting to Facebook release the Facebook Live to mortals. I started and I don't have any problems to show how I started, because it's kind of inspiration. Okay, look, I was that bad when I started. And I say this with really open-minded and open-hearted. If today you start and if you are as bad as I was, I will be frustrated, because today you have the tools to be better. Okay, and this for me is something really important. Okay, having this in mind as well. Then I started broadcasting in 2018. I made my first interview show with someone from Mexico, and it was funny because Nancy, it's from Mexico, another a network uh, person, and working again. And I asked her, "Do you want to join me? It's my first interview." And okay, let's do it. And even though she's from Mexico, her mother language is Spanish. We made it in Portuguese, okay, because she speaks really well the Portuguese from Brazil. And since then, it's a kind of a rain of guests and a rain of knowledge. And I think this is something that I want. I don't. I think I'm sure that I want to highlight this. One of the main takeaways live streaming brought to me was the potential of learning it brings to you. Okay, because you will learn so much. For instance, I improved my English. So, oh my god. I knew how to manage, for instance, the stress, because you know how hard sometimes it's to manage, besides everything else we have to do, making a thumbnail, scheduling, sending the thumbnail to approve, and these kind of things. Also, the stress, and it's normal, the stress before going live and this kind of things. This, it's learning as well. And I think, if you ask me, Marco, which things do you, the biggest takeaways you get from live streaming? Learning and the friends you make as well.
Yeah, you covered wow, you covered your whole journey there. A lot of great lessons learned and takeaways, and I just want to share my insights. I agree with everything you said. I think the beauty of live streams is it's organic, it's spontaneous, and what you said first, I think, was always bring on a guest, because then it just becomes a conversation between two friends. You don't have to feel like you're forced to have to keep talking, right? It's just two friends talking to each other, just having a nice conversation that happens to be live streamed. And another point he said is don't be too strict with what you're going to talk about. So here we're talking about live streaming and networking. You see the little banner down there. So I have maybe 4 or 5 talking points, but not a script at all. And as I'm going along with these weekly live streams, I learned to be able to multitask and look at the comments at the same time, and just be able to
Absolutely.
look at multiple things at the same time and do it there. And I agree with you with the last point you said. It's always a great opportunity to learn and build your network as well. I had a guest who earlier in the year talked about sports card trading, and that was totally brand new to me. And it was brand new to most people who are connected with me as well. And I learned a lot. And someone even who saw my live stream sent me a message, said, "Hey, I got a bunch of cards. Like, I don't know what to do with it. Can you put me in touch with the person?" I was like, "Oh, absolutely." So you never know who what you learn from these live streams. And I would just say every single guest I've brought on, I can call them a good friend, because we spent at least 30 minutes just talking to each other and just sharing
Absolutely.
our insights and just sharing our topic and just getting to know each other a little better as well.
Absolutely. That's what, for instance, one of the things that I like, when, even though I'm hosting or I'm the guest, it's to come up 10 minutes before, so we can do this warm up conversation. We talk, and it happens. I don't know about you, Stephen, but sometimes, and or if not most of the times, this warm up conversation, it's talking about Portugal, food, holidays, and this kind of things, which are really important as well, because we connect with people with this, talking about these things, these normal things, because it, behind a professional, even though could be an amazing guru like Mark Schaefer, Neil Schaefer, and this kind of big persons I met, thankfully. And if you asked me 2 years ago, if I that I will have these amazing people, uh, well-known people in my show, I will say, "Oh, come on, Stephen, stop kidding." But I had them. So this is, for me, this is important, to this 10 minutes before, and sometimes 10 minutes after the show ends, this short talk or whatever with your guests is, I think it's really important as well.
Yeah, I agree. You're well experienced with live streaming, well experienced with video, so you're comfortable with this. And earlier in the year, I had some guests. This is literally the first time them putting themselves on the internet. This is the first time they're on video, and of course, there's some nerves there. And I agree, but just having that pre-conversation, that warm up, it really helps.
Absolutely.
Hey, this is just me and you. This is just we're just having a conversation between two friends, and I think that really helps change the perspective for them and to get a little more comfortable as well. There's one person, I don't want to mention their name, but she came on the live stream and she was very nervous. And after it, I was like, "How was it?" She's like, "That wasn't too bad." And then they got a little more comfortable with posting on LinkedIn and just building up that confidence as well. So that's what I try to do as the host here. Just make sure my guest is comfortable, because for some of them, even most of them, it's something brand new to them. So just making sure that they're comfortable and just treat it like a conversation.
Absolutely. And talking about that, and I think it's really important. It's something really important if we want to, this interview format will be sustainable, because um, let's think about this. You have me as a guest, okay? And for instance, and this happened to me once. I was the guest, but at some point I felt I was not the guest because the host was talking at least the same amount of time as I was. Okay, so first the guest, if it's treated like this, if it's not the star, okay, he will feel this and he will get frustrated because it's how it is. If Stephen asked me to join his show, or if Marco asked Stephen to join the show, the guest, it's the star. End of story. Okay, he has to speak at least 60% of the time, at least. Okay, first thing, the guest will feel frustrated at the end. Second thing, people watching the interview will notice this because people are really smart, they are not stupid, and they tell, okay, so Stephen, what's the point asking people, or Marco, what's the point asking people to go to your live show if it's only you talking? There's no point in that. Okay. And also, and this is for me important as well, because at the beginning I talked about sustainability. I don't know about you, Stephen, but some of my potential guests, they ask me, Marco, can I watch some of your previous shows? Which means, okay, let me take a look. Oh, it's Marco talking all the time. I don't want to be there.
Yeah.
And that's the point. And for instance, at the end, I'm frustrated, or you are frustrated. Um, you are talking with someone else. How it was the interview? You know, he was talking all the time. It seemed that he was the guest and not me. So I think it's really important to have in mind when you're hosting a live show, your main job, and this will make you shine as well, okay? It's to make your guest shine.
That's an excellent tip. So that's why I was excited to bring you on, because I was like, Marco has 6 years of live streaming experience, and I can definitely pick out some nuggets here and there. One thing I wanted to add to that is all of my guests, everyone has a different personality. So every guest has a different
Absolutely.
personality as well. Some people are a little more shy and reserved. So, I can't be as pushy and just rapid fire back and forth because they're not comfortable with it. Sometimes, you have the other extreme where my guest is a lot more talkative, they're a lot more extroverted. So I would have to match their energy as well, right? Because if I'm shy and reserved, it's just one person dominating the conversation. So that's something I've been improving at and getting better because, like I said, everyone is different in their personality. But again, end of the day, just want to make sure, like you said, the guest has to shine, and I want to make sure my guest is comfortable throughout the live stream as well. And final thing I
Absolutely.
want to talk about is, we're talking about live streaming. I've been doing this for half a year now. You've been doing it for 6 years. What would you share with people on how do you get started with live streaming?
Okay. Maybe, and I do this recommendation all the time. Pick your phone and go to Snapchat, TikTok, um, Instagram stories. Use the filters, and this is for for real. Okay, I'm not kidding. Use the filters and just record videos using stupid filters, as much stupid as you can, because you will get used. For me, it's kind of being in this kind of stage of maximum stupidity and getting back to normal. It's easier. Okay, you can start by do and watch the videos. Okay, you record it, you don't have to publish them. Okay, but you need to watch, because there's this thing about, oh, I don't like to hear my own voice. Nobody likes it, nobody. And this won't change. The only thing that you can change or work is to get used to that, because your voice when recorded will sound awkward. The end of story. There's nothing to do about that. Okay, so my first recommendation: start with recorded videos, silly videos. Okay, and you can do, for instance, 5 per day. Record 5 videos, or five or 10. This range of videos, 1 week or 2 weeks. Just record videos watch them, listen to them once, twice, then you can delete them, and that's it. Then you can pick a kind of a tool like StreamYard, okay? And you just open the studio, open the camera, and just smile at the camera and look at you. Get used to see you in the big screen. And at some point, you can start talking. You can kind of script a conversation, okay? And that's it. Third step, record it, okay? Uh, Script it really well, and let's do this like we were live, but we won't be live. We just record this, okay? And at the end, take a look, see what you're doing good, and celebrate that. Celebrate that, okay? And also see where you can improve as well, okay? And then my recommendation: YouTube. Go live on YouTube, but in private way. And why this? Because at some point, for instance, after 1 week, you may look at the result and I kind of like of this. And you can publish the video. It's there, it's recorded, it's a nice content, you're feeling confident. Just do that. And then, for instance, you can also ask someone to join you. And I want to give you some tips about this feedback thing, because usually we go to the comfort zone feedback, which is asking to a relative, a friend. They are not the best source for you to have a nice feedback, because they don't understand what you're doing, okay, and that could be some bias in the feedback. And also, most of them will not be your target audience, so they won't understand what the hell you're saying, you're doing, or trying to explain, okay? So for me, the best feedback sources are people who knows what you're doing, who already were in the path you're starting now, people who understands your pains, your anxieties, okay? Those people are good for that, okay? And also those people who may be your target audience, okay? Because they can see, they can tell you if the message you're selling is saying, you're delivering, resonates with them, okay? And ask that kind of people the feedback. And then you can, as I mentioned, you can bring some guest, uh, a friend guest, someone close to you who can help you, giving that helping hand at the beginning, okay, to give you more confidence, and also bringing more variety to the content, and these kind of things, okay? And then practice, practice, practice. Looking back, it's important as well. Looking, okay, I can improve there. Having this um, own evaluation, it's important, okay? It's important to, and for me, the most important thing, I don't know about you, Stephen, if you do this kind of work, but from times to times, I like to look back how I started, how I'm now. Oh, I improved. Well done.
Yeah, I really like how you just broke it down into simple steps, right? It's you can't just say, "Oh, I'm just going to go live stream today," and you got to start building up that self confidence and build up that comfortableness in yourself. I really like what you said about just record your video, just record a video of yourself and just watch it. Don't even post it, because a lot of people tell me that, "Oh, I don't want to put myself on LinkedIn or YouTube or whatever because my voice sounds funny or I look funny." Well, the thing is, everyone hears your voice that way. Everyone sees you as that way. You're just not used to hearing your own voice. You're just not used to watching yourself. So, I agree with what you said. Just get comfortable with it and just take baby steps. I really like what you the feature you said on YouTube. Go live, but put it in private, because then you feel like you're going live without having the pressure that, oh, no one's watching this. So you just have that conversation with someone, or you just live stream by yourself, and that's just how you start building up the comfortableness and confidence to do it. For me, I mean, I was comfortable just posting videos on LinkedIn, because I was doing it for 3 years before I started these weekly live streams. I'm comfortable putting myself out there. I don't care what I look like or how I sound. I'm already all past that. But with the live streams, I started getting a little nervous because I felt like I couldn't screw up because it's live. I can't edit it. But after a few live streams, I got comfortable with it and just, hey, I'm just going to keep going. If I say something wrong, if I stumble over my words or whatever, it's fine. Whatever. It's no big deal. So
Absolutely.
as you go along your live streaming journey, celebrate the wins along the way. Like you said, Marco, break it down to smaller steps. And as you get through each step, you'll get more and more confidence in yourself to get to that end goal of live streaming consistently.
Absolutely. And let me add just two quick notes. First one, it's, oh, my voice sounds funny or different, whatever. Do you make phone calls? Is this stopping you from doing phone calls? No, and then end of story. Okay, this for me it's really important. Okay, and oh my god, I forgot what I was about to say. The second thing. Oh yes, I remember. I It was kind of 1 year ago, or maybe a little more. People asked me, "What is your favorite content?" And I said, live streaming. Oh, one of the things I know or I think about live streaming is that your audience, it's more, they forgive you more for your mistakes. And I said,
Mm,
but it's not about the forgiveness of my audience. It's about my own forgiveness. Okay, because it's with me I have to sleep every day. It's with me I have to live every day. So uh, I must forgive me if, for instance, and I made this lots of times, I start a live show with my microphone turned off. I made this a lot of times, but I don't care, I don't bother, because it's life being life. Okay, so be this, don't be so judgmental about your own,
mhm.
because this, it's not good. This is not good, because nobody's perfect.
Yep.
And when you're doing something that it's so risky, so challenging, so hard, it's hard to, I like to say, live streaming for me, it's the Formula One of content. It's really hard. And for instance, when someone is starting, I truly respect that person, because
Hmm.
I know how hard it is. Okay. So, and also for those of you who are watching this now and you're starting today doing live streaming, podcasting, recording videos, wherever, and someone approaches to you, why are you doing this? Because you should not do this, because you suck. Stop doing. And the answer you should have this, that's why I should do even more and practice more to improve. That's why I'm doing, because I know I'm not that good, so I need to do it often. I need to do it more. That's the thing. Don't ever allow someone to stop you.
That's a great perspective to end on there, Marco. Just, don't worry about what other people are going to say. Right? You can't satisfy everyone. Just this is a way for you to get out of your comfort zone, to get better at public speaking, to build more confidence in yourself. And like you said, this is just practice. Yes, I suck today, but as I get better, as I be consistent with this, I'm gonna get better and better here. So I want to spend the last minute or so here. I want to put Marco's LinkedIn profile here and give you a minute or two, Marco, for you to share with the audience. You can make a plug, how you can help others, or how others can help you.
Well, if you want to understand how live streaming can help you as a professional or your brand, I can help you with that. Besides the main thing about live streaming, I've been working as well in live shopping. For instance, I think I'm the first Portuguese Amazon live streamer. Okay, and one of the few Europeans. Okay, so I know other ways to that can help you, besides building authority, helping with your personal brand or corporate brand. Also, I'm working on monetizing live streaming as well, because this is important, because at the end of the day you have bills to pay, you have to go to the supermarket, and unfortunately just branding doesn't pay bills. So if you want some help with that, I'm here to help you. And also, I can talk a lot about Portuguese food, about Portugal, whatever.
So yeah, no, thank you again, Marco, for your time. Connect with Marco on LinkedIn. I'll definitely have to look into Amazon Live as we talked about just right now and in the pre-show, and
Yes,
I'll let you know if I go visit Portugal. That's one of the places me and my fiance want to go visit. So I'll let you know when we're
perfect.
there. We'll make sure to meet up. So again, thank you so much for your time, Marco. Thank you for everyone who was watching. We covered a lot of great tips and best practices of how we started live streaming, how to get along that journey. And yeah, it's hard, and you just got to make those steps along the way, celebrate the wins along the way, and then you'll get a lot more comfortable
Absolutely.
with live streaming. So anything else you want to add, Marco?
Thank you so much for having me. It was a really good time. Thank you so much. You're an amazing host. You're doing
I
it really
appreciate that.
well. Okay, thank you so much, and congratulations for your show. And hope you have an amazing weekend. And keep safe, keep happy, and go live because it's so good.
Great ending there. Thank you everyone for watching. Have a great weekend.
Bye bye. Bye bye.